Hey everyone, today I am doing some fall cleaning, so I thought I would take you through my 5 things that I try to do every fall. This is separate from the Thanksgiving cleaning that will start coming up. I'll do those videos in November once a week, just like doing a week recap. But this is separate. These are things that I do in October and things that I do as the temperatures are definitely cooling off. I know like fall usually is September, but usually about mid-October is when our area really starts to feel those cooler temperatures at night. So these are 5 things that I start doing during that time. Number 1 has to do with the smoke detectors. October is actually National Fire Awareness Month. So every October, whether when we test them, they seem to need it or not, we actually take batteries and we change all of them out. We also actually recently changed this one out because it was just an older model and it was starting to beep more when it shouldn't. So we also make sure, you know, we try to keep those up to date and take care of those as well. Number 2 is air filter. Yes, I know it says a 6-month supply for a 2-pack, but whenever you have pets and children with lots of hair, they don't actually last 3 months in our house. They last about 2 or sometimes even 6 weeks. So what we do is we try to rotate them out about the beginning of every month. I have it pretty much scheduled to where I would rotate it to where like one would be put on fresh right before Thanksgiving, and then if need be I'll put one on before Christmas. But that way I feel like, you know, I just feel like I have a fresh air filter with people coming over. Kind of helps peace of mind. But definitely checking them out at the season change, especially with like dust and allergens in the air and just, I don't know, change of season. So number 3 is dusting out the space heaters. We actually have an air compressor that we purchased on Amazon several months ago that has become a very crucial element in helping us keep the space heaters and the fans kind of rotating in our house. Our house has an addition that was built on it after it was moved in here, and they didn't really think through like the fact that it actually wasn't heating and cooling the entire house without like space heaters and fans running. So that's kind of a downside of living in a house that had an addition built onto it. But we also have plenty of room for our family, so that's okay. But anyways, back to this. So what we have done is, you can see the bottom down here. Can I mention that I love that space heaters nowadays don't look like completely trashy or anything. And this one feels so safe and it looks so nice in my room, and I love that it just looks like I have a little fireplace in here. I love how easy this is because like I said, down there are the vent grids. That's where the heat actually comes out, and there's also an intake on the back, and we just run the compressor through them. And we have also noticed this year that when we use the compressor to kind of blow out some of the loose dust before running it, that it had a very minimal amount of like that burning smell that you get when you run your heater for the first time in a long time. So that was really nice to have that. Number 4 is descaling, which is just a fancy way of saying getting hard water off of surfaces. You can see our dishwasher has a decent buildup of it. Our dishwasher we seem to have to do quite frequently, and we recently had a lot of calcium intake coming in through our intake from our city water, so we had to take care of that. We also recently, with the Keurig, we purposely buy like what Keurig recommends for descaling the inside of this. So we recently did that. With the bottom of the dishwasher and our washer and our tea kettle, we just use vinegar. Use half and half. Like, so if you're using 1 cup of vinegar, you would use 1 cup of water, and you do a half and half solution. And with the tea kettle, we just literally boil it with it in it. And with the dishwasher, you set a measuring cup on that rack or on the top rack, and you kind of just like let it cycle rinse through with it in there, and it seems to work just fine. Lastly, number 5 is throw blankets and pillows. This is a trick that I learned growing up from my grandmother. When the seasons change, you're more likely to grab a throw blanket. I mean, literally, there's a throw blanket, extra throw blanket on the couch right now. But when the seasons change, you're more likely to grab extra throw blankets and things that you want to use, just, you know, kind of bundle up in the mornings. Or like, I just love in the evenings just having a throw blanket to throw on and watch TV or play Minecraft or something, and just like have time to relax. And so one thing that we do to freshen these up in the fall is literally take them off. I take them off my little rack right here, put them in the dryer on high with a used dryer sheet for 10 minutes. It fluffs them up. They smell amazing. and there's no dust on them. So those are our 5 fall cleaning must-dos for the month of October only. Again, for the month of November, if I have time, I will probably do the videos again where I do like a whole week's worth at once, and then I show you what I'm doing each week leading up to cleaning for hosting for Thanksgiving. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it helps us to continue making videos, and we will see you next time.